You've seen them, you know, those fake AI screenshots where people are like, I made $10,000, or people are sharing fake testimonials, and everything is fake online sometimes. Like, I swear, AI completely faked everyone out. And so you've seen those. So people know when something is fake. So trust is low and everyone's alert on fakeness is very high. So if you're not sharing proof that you are good at what you do and it's not tied to a very clear message, I'm going to show you what to do and how we're going to fix that inside of this video. Hey, what's up? My name is Liz Graham and I am a messaging and sales strategist for service-based business owners. I have helped over a dozen women create a very clear message using their own audience's words and learn to sell confidently in the DMs without a script. And if that's something that you are interested in, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can get notified every single time that I have a new video coming out. And if you're listening to the podcast, please rate this video so it can get heard and listened to by other people in other countries and other places. Most service-based business owners think that they need to over-explain their offer in order to make a sale. But that is far from the truth. It is actually hurting you when you're over-explaining. There are simply only a few things that you need to describe your offer inside of the DMs. The why, the what, and the proof. They pay for the how. I'm going to give you the simplest messaging framework that you can use, and I want you to see how it ties into the buyer's journey so you'll never have to over-explain your offer again. Messaging isn't just about posting online. It isn't about posting in your website. It isn't about how you post things, but more about how you talk about your offer and what you say about your offer, even inside of the DMs. Because when you over-explain something, people tend to think you aren't confident enough about what you're saying and about what you're selling. Over-explaining is just an insecure person sharing something that they know very little about and trying to justify that lack of clarity that they have through saying too much. Once you cover these three things of the why, the what, and the proof, your messaging will flow so much better, not only online, but even when you're talking to people offline. And I'm going to show you that. And I'm going to explain that a little more in detail for you to understand why these three things are so important when it comes to talking about your offer. So the why is making them aware that they have a problem. So this is the problem awareness of the buyer's journey. This is where your person that you named last week starts to see themselves in your content. This is where they stop the scroll and they start to think that, oh my God, this is for me. She's talking about me. This is where you make them aware of a problem that they have without them knowing it. Because when people step into the why, it is when they are freshly new and just saw your content. So we want to make sure that our message covers the why in a consistent basis. Like, it's not every day, but you want to make sure that you're constantly talking about why, like why they need you, because your messaging is not about you. The why part is not about you. It's about them. It's understanding their problem. It's understanding their struggles, and it's understanding why it's so important for you to be the solution for that problem. If your person doesn't see their problem in your message, they're not going to believe that you are the solution for them. Inside of your message, you have to be comfortable enough to call them out, to call out your person and say, look, I see you have a problem with sales. I see you have a problem with losing weight. I see you have a problem with automations. I see you have a problem with systems. I see you have a problem that you don't work on your emails. I see the problem you have. And I'm here to tell you, this is why I'm the solution to your problem, which leads me to the what. This is the consideration stage. This is when somebody is considering you. They're thinking about you. And if you skip this part, I'm telling you, it's going to be very hard to sell your offer, because if you don't tell them the what's included, what's in your framework, what you're selling, what it costs, which a gang of people, I don't know why y'all miss it, but like, you don't want to say it, which I covered in a couple videos back, like the importance of sharing your prices. And if you're not telling them the what, how are they going to know that that solution is right for them? Everything that I'm teaching you, everything that we're doing is to eliminate those discovery calls that with people who are trying to pitch you or are not even interested. This is like eliminating the people who are never going to buy from you from the beginning. This is just cutting out the fat. Okay, we're cutting out the fat and we're just getting down to the meat because I want you to spend time talking to people who are ready to buy from you, who are looking for the solution you have. You're not going to give them step by step, like every single thing that you do. You don't want to over-explain because, again, over-explaining just means you're lacking confidence in what you're doing. Let's just keep it 100 because that's what it is. And so when you're telling them the what, you're basically telling them your framework is simplest terms as possible. By month 1, this happens. By month 3, this happens. By month 6, this happens. By month 12, this happens. If it's a 12-month program, which those you really got to get into you really, really, really have to target a specific audience for that one. But you have to make sure that you tell them, because one of the things that gets annoying is when you enter into a program and it's nothing like you thought it was. They explained it to you in the DMs or they explained it to you in the discovery call, but then when you're in it, it's nothing like that. You already paid and it's a no refund thing. So that's a whole nother tangent I could go off of, but that happens. And it's why trust is low, that people do not trust a lot of things they see online, and you have to step into the authority. That's why you need to cover all these things, because we are now entering the state of like online. People want transparency, real authenticity. They want vulnerability. They want you to admit when you messed up. And I don't blame them. Like, we cannot come around talking about like, oh my God, I don't want to trauma dump. Ain't nobody telling you to trauma dump, dude. We're just saying, be honest. And so we've entered a whole new era of like AI taking over, and people are sick and tired of it. So with you sharing the why and the what it is, you are giving authority, and you're coming. And even if it's not solid, people want to be a part of your journey. They want to see you, flaws and all. They want to see everything about you. You're not perfect. Neither are they. So they want to feel like they're a part of your journey. So sharing the what is included. You're not sharing like every single detail of it, but sharing what's in it gives them that sense of like, okay, I know what she has to offer. I know her solution. And I know if I do or do not want to be involved in that. It's seriously that simple. Again, business is simple. I said it last week. We are very much overcomplicating everything in business. It is very simple, and it took me way too long to figure that part out. And the thing about the what is that it'll only land if you've already told them the why they need you as their solution. And you come in, if you're listening to the podcast, I just basically made a bridge. And now you're telling them the what. What is it that I have to offer? What is it that I have to give? This is all the things that I am going to show you inside of my program. This is what we're going to work on inside of my services. This is what we're going to nail in my services. This is what I have to offer in my VIP day. People want to know before they invest. I don't know why we're so afraid of sharing that. Like, we're afraid people are going to steal from us? Okay, they're not you. I'm going to say that over and over again. They ain't you, sis. So who cares? Let them. But guess what? The way you deliver is going to be 10 times better than the copycat. Just remember that when you are afraid to share your what. And telling them that they have that problem and making them aware with the why is very important. But you cannot share the why without a clear message. And that is exactly what we do inside the Phoenix Experience. The entire premise of that membership, which will now end up being a mentorship because of all the work putting in there. Trust me, it is a fire. When you go in there, the whole goal is for you to have a message that is yours. I don't copy, paste. We don't do any of that there. It's literally built around your one person. It's built around her language, her phrases, what she says, what she's going through, what are her pains, what are her joys. It's all about her. We build an entire message around that. So when you start to write content, you start to write, sales pages, emails, it's about her. We're talking to her. And that's what we do by month 3. We nail that part, because as you continue inside of the membership, the whole goal is for you to learn how to confidently step into these DMs in conversations with your future clients, because you want to confidently step in there, be the expert, and show them the why and the what, even inside of DMs. That's why I said it's not just about what you say with your offer. It's about how you step into the conversations confidently in the DMs. And that is what we work on in the Phoenix Experience. It's $97 a month right now as I'm sharing this, but it's going up in June when I finally, because I'm in the process of moving, when I finally land in my home, because again, it's a mentorship. It's going up to $197, and it is literally one of the best things that I have found for my people, because when they're thinking about something, they post it inside of the circle group, and I get to go in and I get to walk them through mentoring them on how to, like, coaching and mentoring them, how to position themselves in the conversation, how to position themselves online and speak to their people through their messaging. If you're interested, click the link down below, the Phoenix Experience, and learn all about it, because your next step is the proof. You need to show the proof, but you can't show the proof unless you've told them the most important one, which is the why, and then you've shared the what. So the proof just comes and seals the deal for you. I'm going to try to tread very lightly because I'm going to respect everyone listening. When I started seeing screenshots of people sharing they made 10,000, 5,000 overnight sales, and I knew they were fake. I knew they were fake, and it angered me to a point where I had to put my phone down. It emotionally angered me because I was like, bro, this is fake. And as you can tell, I'm like a very emotional person when it comes to certain things. And if you're listening to the podcast, you can't see in my face, but I'm like rallying myself up. But I'm also trying to respect you. And if you do share income disclosures and stuff, don't do it anymore, because that's not what I mean when I say proof. Proof isn't just screenshots. Proof isn't just testimonials. Proof is deeper than that, because anyone can do that. Proof no longer holds any kind of value when it comes to screenshots and even video testimonials. Like, AI has completely lowered everybody's trust. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy the power it has, but it has lowered everybody's trust. And so when I say I'm treading lightly, is when you tie proof to the what and the why, it's kind of like telling the people, like, okay, here is the proof, but you know what? This proof is irrelevant to you if you don't have this problem and you don't need what I have. Does that make sense? Just sharing screenshots alone isn't going to make someone want to, like, buy from you. They need to see themselves in that and be like, okay, why is this important to me? Why should I even give two craps about what you have to say? And I'm sorry for that. Like, if you're like, oh my God, like, if you're listening with kiddos, my kiddos are around and they don't like when I say that word. We don't talk that way. But no one gives two poo-poos. I'll just say poo-poos. No one gets two poo-poos about what you have to say if they don't know why this is important to them. But also, they don't care about your screenshots if they don't know what you have to offer. Do you see how it goes together? Like, why, what, proof? Like, no one cares. They want to see why it should matter to them. And that's why I tell my clients and I tell my members, like, why you? I want you to ask that to yourself and be like, why me? Why do I matter? Like, why should anything I have to say matter to that person? Your proof is the why, not the why as in like problem awareness why, but like why it matters. The proof is, here's my testimonial. Here's how I help this person. Here's what I can do for you because you have this problem, and here is how I'm going to help you. But my proof is what's going to seal it all together. And the truth is, screenshots, testimonials, without making someone aware that they have the problem you solve, is just going to be irrelevant. That's why I say when people scroll off and don't comment with your stuff, that's fine. It's not for them, dude. It's not for them. Because the truth is that fake proof doesn't matter. Fake proof stands alone. But when you can tie proof to a message that makes sense to your person, the proof holds strong value. It has a higher value than just proof alone. It's going to help you stop over-explaining, not only in the DMs, but in your message. You're going to stop over-explaining everything. You're just going to get very clear, cut to the chase. This is what I do. This is why it's for you. This is what it is. And here's the proof to show that I can do this for you. You want to know how? Well, that's what you pay for. The how is how, like, you pay for me walking you through it. And at first, I don't mean don't teach, don't share. Like, when I say how, I mean, you don't want to spend hours talking to somebody, trying to help them through something to the point where they're like, well, I don't really need to pay you. You already gave me the answer for free. Why would I pay for that? But I do believe you should, like I'm doing right here, you should educate people in what you do, but walking them step by step is something that's a privilege. Because one thing that all of my coaches have told me in the past is it's not fair to give someone free advice and do all these free things that your clients are paying top notch for. That if they're paying top dollar for it, it's not fair that you give it away for free. And it's true. You have to respect your clients, and you have to respect the people that are willing to invest thousands of dollars in you. And so the how, well, that's going to cost you, buddy. That's going to cost you. And because we implement here, I'm going to give you your homework for this week. And it's going to be just one this week. Last week, it was three woven into one. This week is just one. I want you to go into your last 5 pieces of content and ask yourself, did I cover the why, the what, and the proof? And if you haven't, I want you to schedule out 3 posts. One that covers the why, one that covers the what, and one that covers the social proof. When you have that and you're consistent with it, you're going to start seeing the right people connect with you and the right people asking for more information. And if you're struggling with the first one of why, and you're like, I don't know what problem they're going through, I don't know what they're having, then my Spark the Conversation challenge is perfect for you. It's 5 days over in Circle, 20 minutes a day, and it's going to help you create a copy mining blueprint where through market research, you're going to find your audience's language, pain points, problem, and it's going to help you figure out if your solution is perfect for them and figure out how your solution can help them, which is very, very, very important. Because if you are selling an offer that your audience doesn't want, you're wasting your time. And so it's going to help you because we work a lot on offer messaging over in my membership, but this is like the first stepping stone to getting there. It's going to give you clarity. It's going to give you like big aha moments in your audience, and it's all for free. And so just click the link down below and make sure that when you get that email with the Circle group, you click it and you join, because so many people aren't joining. And I'm like, how do you expect to do the challenge if you're not joining? So I will see you next week with a brand new video. Bye-bye.